Hanasaku Iroha Blossom for Tomorrow. Review.
Hanasaku is an energetic and wild teenager residing in Tokyo with her carefree single mother. Abruptly, her mother decides to run away with her new boyfriend from debt collectors, forcing the young girl to fend for herself. As per her mother relies only on yourself philosophy in rural Japan, where her cold grandmother runs a small inn. Driven to adapt to the tranquil lifestyle of the countryside, Onaha experiences and deals with the challenges of working as a maid, as well as meeting and making friends with entrailing people at her new school and the inn. This anime has about 26 episodes. It premiered April 3rd, 2011 to September 25th, 2011. It's slice of life, comedy, and drama. Each episode is rated 24 minutes per episode, and it's rated PG-13. This also has a side story along with it as well. One thing I found interesting, like with this anime, is that it took a different twist of parents running away from their responsibility, especially their children. And also it takes like the main character and she makes her rekindle with distant family members they haven't really talked to in a while and running like a Japanese style in, which I thought was very fascinating. And also it does show like the hardship of life between the main girl and her grandmother. And I thought they did a really good job like combining the two together without missing like any lack of like plot or any major plot holes. I feel like you get the stereotypical the beach scene, the festival holidays is for seeing, etc., etc. But I think with this slice of life, it does a great job of like nailing like the points that what it's like to be a single mother and the death that she gets involved in that without getting too much into it. I feel like they didn't do the role of the doting caring grandmother that's always trying to fix their kid's problem like they did it in a way to where the grandma's like stricter and like lays down the law type of deal, which I kind of liked. And also the obstacles that are placed in front of these characters, which I really enjoyed to make the characters grow more over the 26th episode. I felt like that was really a great way to build character development, especially with Ona. Like you pull her out of a situation where her mother gets her philosophy, fend one for yourself, and then you see her grow in an uncharted territory that she's not really familiar with, and you pull her out of her comfort zone, and she like kind of develops into her own person, which I find really interesting because a lot of us have a lot of insecurities, and it kind of manifests that in the anime itself. Which I thought they did a good job with like showing her in like insecurity versus ours, how we are dealt with or placed in a very unfamiliar situation, and the challenges that we are faced on a daily basis in our own life. I feel like as the story like progresses later into the series, you get to see all these characters and supporting cast along with the inn itself where she works at, and also seeing her grow with her grandmother as well, along with the other staff as they try to pursue their own achievement and goals in life. I feel like that's like one thing the audience can be able to enjoy with this anime, which I like a lot. One thing I say is like the drama in it is like very, very, very good, and I thought it was very eye catching. There is a little bit of romance here and there, but I won't go into too much detail of that. I feel like with this, it was very uplifting to see the anime drama take a different approach to slice of life. I think they did a good job at raising the bar to a certain point where it will captivate your interest to the very end. And I feel like even with shows that have like similar structures like this show like kept me on my seat like to the very end, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Like the bonds of friendship along with everything set in stone being an inn like style, kind of like Spirited Away, or set like a little inn. But I think this is like a more refreshing touch to it, where you see all these characters like grow out of their comfort zone, go out of their shell, and create these bonds for a lifetime that we normally don't see in many anime, especially one's based at a Japanese inn, which I think they did a good job, especially with the character going through a lot in her life the way that she did. So I thought that was a nice touch. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to comment down below in the comment section. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.